Well, good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day in Texas. This is my first full day in the Lone Star State, and I'm traveling down Texas Highway 146 in the Baytown area, which is east of Houston. This area is home to the Greater Houston Shipping Channel and is also home to the San Jacinto battlefield, which will be my first stop of the day. On the way to the battlefield, I'm crossing the Fred Hartman Bridge. This bridge is 2.6 miles long and carries vehicle traffic over the shipping channel. The bridge is named for Fred Hartman, who was the editor and publisher of the Baytown Sun from 1950 to 1974, and it replaced the Baytown Tunnel when it opened in 1995. As I make my way up Independence Parkway, I get my first look at the 567-foot tall San Jacinto Monument that's visible in the distance. The monument is one of the tallest structures in the state of Texas, and by comparison, it's about 13 feet taller than the Washington Monument. The San Jacinto Monument is the tallest masonry structure in the world and stands on the site where the Battle of San Jacinto was fought on April 21, 1836. Here in the early morning hours, the Texas militia under the command of General Sam Houston launched a surprise attack against the army of General Santa Anna. Shouting, "Remember the Alamo," it took the Texans only 20 minutes to gain the victory and capture Santa Anna, who eventually signed the treaty recognizing Texas independence. At the top of the monument is a 34-foot tall, 220-ton star, which sits just above the monument's observation deck. Here, visitors could see the battleship Texas anchored nearby, and on a clear day, they can see the Houston skyline in the distance. the base of the monument are 8 inscribed panels that detail the history of Texas. After walking around the monument and reading each panel, it was time to visit the museum, which is located inside the base of the monument. The museum has an exhibit on General Santa Anna, which features artifacts taken from the general at the time of his capture. This pendant is especially interesting as it was taken from the Mexican general and presented to General Sam Houston. The missing stones were removed by General Houston and given to friends as souvenirs. Also featured in the museum are exhibits on both General Sam Houston and Stephen F. Austin. These exhibits have a number of personal artifacts that belong to both of these important figures in Texas history. On a side note, both Stephen F. Austin and General Sam Houston were born in Virginia. Austin is often referred to as the father of Texas, so I guess you could say that Virginia is the mother of Texas. After finishing my visit to the museum, it was time to take the elevator to the observation deck. Admission to the museum is free, but there is a $6 fee for the elevator ride to the top of the monument. The observation deck is 489 feet above the ground and affords you wonderful views of the greater Houston shipping channel, including the battleship Texas and the surrounding areas. For $6, it's one of the best views in Texas. After completing my visit to the San Jacinto Monument, I made the half-mile drive to the battleship Texas. This battleship was launched on May 18, 1912, and commissioned on March 12, 1914. The battleship saw action during both World War I and II. During World War II, she was active during the North Africa campaign and during the D-Day invasion of Normandy. She was later transferred to the Pacific Theater and provided support during the battles of Iwo Jima and Okinawa. After earning a total of 5 battle stars in World War II, the battleship Texas was decommissioned in 1948 and is now preserved as a floating museum. This concludes my visit to the San Jacinto Monument and the battleship Texas. If If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up below. And if you want to keep up with my travels, please hit the subscribe button. But for now, it's time for me to move on down the road and see what's around the bend.